We welcome you to Miami, Florida. I'm Ed Cohen with Jay Williams. And Jay, the alarm clock here in South Beach can hit you like a ton of bricks.
It can, especially if you were out the night before, Ed, which a lot of players have been, quote-unquote, known to do. Let's see if they show up tonight.
Gotta find the energy. Gotta get ready. This one's about to get underway. Opening tip won by the Heat, and we're underway in Miami. Has a chance. The screen sets him up for two.
I don't know what halftime evaluation will be worse, the ankles or the bruised ego.
Here's Atlanta. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Here comes the screen. Nothing going here on that drive. Oh, the touch at the rim. Count it.
Okay, I saw a little bit of a handle there, but let's see if that confidence is still there down the stretch.
Jay saw his opponents in Miami.
I've been a victim to this multiple times when we have played the Heat, and I think other franchises from cold cities have been the same. There's a reason why the Miami Heat have such an advantage down here on South Beach. You catch them on an off night, it's rare that opposing teams are ready to play.
Rebound hauled in by Atlanta. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Shot clock coming down to 4. Down to 3. Here's a chance from long range. Trae Young bothered just enough there.
Just because you're an elite shooter doesn't mean you need to shoot the ball every possession. Maybe give a head fake, crack into the defender, get to the free throw line, see the ball go in the hole.
Five to shoot for Miami. To Whiteside. Won't go down. It's the Hawks with the basketball. Here comes the screen. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. The Hawks with 4 to shoot. Just enough of a head fake to help on that one.
One of the hardest working guys in the league, and that's how he got his money. That's his skill set. That weight room continues to pay off.
To Richardson. From the painted area, won't go down. Here comes the screen. To Trae Young. Fires the 3. Tough shot. Well defended. He'd have the basketball. Trying to cash in. Dion Waiters. Missed his first. That one goes. Deep 3 at the buzzer. First quarter is complete. This game is all tied up. A good start to this one. All tied up as we start the second. Here's Atlanta with the basketball. To Kevin Huerter. To Trae Young. 5 to shoot. Not that time.
Let's be realistic. He's probably not going to miss a lot of shots. But the more effort you can give, you want to try to tire him out. Take his legs away. Make him work to catch the ball. That's how you win a defensive battle.
Trae Young. Jay, I'm going to say that you don't know this, but since 1980, the Hawks have drafted only 4 players to have appeared in the All-Star game. Doc Rivers, Kevin Willis, Al Horford, and Jeff Teague.
Well, how about a guy named Dominique Wilkins? I'm sorry.
Oh, well, interesting that you'd ask. Dominique Wilkins was actually selected by the Utah Jazz. Knocks it down off the step back.
I get tired of hearing guys say, I was there, I contested a shot, I pretty much had a hand in his face. Well, no, you have to change up the game. If a guy is right-handed, he is right-eye dominant. Get that hand over his right eye, block his vision. That'll enhance his chances of missing the shot.
Won't go. Miami with the basketball. Whiteside to Waiters. Dwayne Dedmon rejects it.
Ed, that's light work for a guy with his ability.
Shot from the lane won't go. Another follow, still no good. To Richardson. Here comes the screen. Richardson to Whiteside. Rises for the slam. Gotta love the rim rockers.
Gotta be careful, though. Don't hang on the rim too long. You might get a tee.
To Trae Young. They've slowed down the pace. Now 3 on the shot clock. Lets it fly from beyond the arc. Can't connect. Miami's got it. That's what you like to see off the pick and roll. Nice, easy basket.
It's easy to become mesmerized when you watch a player who can create off the dribble. We call that dancing. When you allow a player to dance with that much space, that's Prob City.
Nothing going here on that drive. The shot, almost. That's it for the first half. The Heat with the lead.
It's time for the Rose Report at halftime, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. The Heat were the dominant team in that first half, without question. And these guys have every reason to feel good about how they scored effectively in that opening half. Great offensive display. These are the guys getting buckets for the Miami Heat. The Hawks may be in the building, but they did not show up for this game. The way they struggle doesn't bode well for them at all. But if they've got some fight in them, we'll know right away in the third quarter. Have a look at the leading scorers for the Atl.Hawks.
Game track. Field goals.
As long as there's time left on the game clock, no lead is truly safe. They just have to be ready to seize every opportunity in the second half.
Player of the half.
Josh Richardson looked great in the first half. He was constantly fighting for position in the paint and owning the boards.
Who was cold?
What can you say about a guy like this? Except that he fits the title of this segment. He was definitely cold in that first half. Here we go with the top plays from the first half.
Number 2. Number 1.
And with that, I'm sending it back to Ed and Jay to bring you the rest of the game.
Hawks with the basketball. Trae Young. Here comes the screen.
Screen coming your way.
Probing the defense. To Trae Young. Around the perimeter. Down for Collins. Won't go. To Whiteside. From long range. Misfires. It's no good. To Trae Young. Screen coming. Down low, Collins. Whiteside clears the board. It's the Heat with the possession. To Waiters. Shot clock for the Heat, down to 3. Lets it fly from long range. It's good. Coach wants to see more from his D.
Ooh, that confidence level is so superior. Whenever you start jogging back on defense before the ball even goes through the net, that speaks for itself.
Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. Trae Young. Five on the shot clock.
Hey, shut up.
Off the mark. He's made those before, but that was well defended.
And sometimes when a player has it going like he did in the first half, there's a reluctancy from his other teammates to actually try to be more involved in the offense. He needs other guys to step up and make some easier plays to take the attention all off of him.
Deep right corner. To Richardson. Missed a wide open look. Hassan Whiteside. He has struggled just a little bit. 2 for 5.
Underutilized, underutilized, underutilized. Am I getting my point across? Let's see more of them.
Here comes the screen. Going to launch beyond the arc. That's off the side of the rim, no good.
And there's always so much talk about defense. How about offensively? If you continue to attack that shooter, now you're making him work on the defensive end. That makes him take his legs away on the offensive end.
Screen coming. Waiters to Whiteside. Ah, the monster stuff.
We call that get your money and put it in the bank.
Hawks have it. Here comes the screen. 19-footer at the buzzer. Third quarter comes to an end as the Heat enjoy some breathing room. So the Heat will have it to start this fourth and final quarter. And if they were looking good at halftime, Jay, they're really looking good now.
They really turned up that intensity in the third quarter. They were looking to put this game out of reach, and they've come out close to doing that.
Dwayne Dedmon, huge block. That'll be out of bounds. Last touch by a Hawk. Richardson. Shot clock winding down. Richardson. No good. That's great defense. And draws the foul. So Hassan Whiteside will go to the line to shoot two.
Smart play to rip through the extended arm of the defender. That will get you to the free throw line every time.
And he connects on the first free throw.
Keep working him out, boy. He can't guard you.
Goes 2 for 2. Trae Young to Kevin Huerter. To Trae Young. Hassan Whiteside. Tips it.
You know, sometimes basketball can become a very beautiful thing to watch. During the regular season, things can get difficult. Energy can be low. The passion at times can even be lower because players are tired. They're fatigued. But today, it's all been good. They're putting in an absolute show with killer efficiency and tremendous effort and intensity.
It's Atlanta ball. Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Can't connect from inside. To Whiteside. Nice pace, sets it up, and slams it down. Jay, that's been the story this evening.
I mean, another one? Another dunk? Another easy possession? I mean, how demoralizing can this be for the team? Why am I the only one yelling? I don't see anybody on the bench yelling. I don't see anybody on the court even angry right now.
To Waiters. Here comes the screen. A drive to the basket, but the shot rattles around and out, and he'll go to the foul line.
Ed and I want to go home too, but fouls like that only stop the clock for all of us.
Here's Richardson at the line for 2 shots. For his career, 78% at the line. Oops, he missed the first one.
Soft and buttery, soft and buttery.
Knocks down the second after missing the first. Here's Atlanta. Trae Young. To Kevin Huerter. Surveys the floor.
Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Gets it in the left corner. Trae Young.
Hey, back door, watch that back door.
Scores from the post.
Old school equals high percentage.
Match up, match up, match up. Hands up, hands up, hands up.
To Waiters. Screen coming. Waiters to Richardson. Down to 5 on the 24. Waiters hits it and the foul. And a chance now at a 4-point play.
Most definitely contact on that forearm during the follow-through. You have to give the offensive player a lot of credit. The concentration you need to make a shot after getting fouled, that's big time.
Dion Waiters with a chance at a 4-point play. A career 70% free throw shooter. Got it from the line.
Defense, let's go.
Gets a look, can't hit. The Heat with the victory as they win this one in blowout fashion. That'll wrap things up. For Jay Williams and our entire crew, I'm Ed Cohen. This has been a presentation of the NBA on EA Sports.
Hey everyone, it's Jalen Rose, and it's time for the EA Sports post-game wrap-up. The Heat put on a show in a blowout. The scoring display they put on is going to be hard to forget. It's hard to imagine anyone doesn't come away impressed with how effectively they score their points. What you see here is how the majority of the points were scored for the Miami Heat. The Hawks did not look good in this one, and neither did the score. My advice for these guys is not to watch any TV tonight, because it's not going to help them forget about this game. Everyone is going to be talking about this one. Here are the guys who put up the most points for the Atl.Hawks.
Game track. Field goals.
The Atl.Hawks made it pretty easy for us to determine why they lost, and it was clearly their poor shooting. Even if we hadn't watched this game, all it would take is one look at their field goal percentage to make an educated guess. They really dug themselves a hole in the first 2 quarters.
Player of the game.
If you asked him, I'm sure he'd give the credit to his teammate and coaches. But at the end of the day, we know that he's the one that made the biggest impact on this game.
Who was cold?
This isn't the segment you want to be in, of course. But even the best players find their way into this part of the show. Top plays, and we've got 3 of them for you.
Number 2. Number 1.
This has been a presentation of ESPN on EA Sports. Until next time, I'm Jalen Rose, signing off.